If you're a reader like I am, you love to hear what other people are reading, and who better to share her reading list and give us a few ideas than the woman in charge for books for King County. Heidi Daniel, Executive Director of King County Library System, is back on the couch with us. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, so how do you find your own personal reading recommendations? Is there anyone you follow?
Yeah, so it's not so much who I follow, although I do follow some Instagram accounts and book talks and those kinds of things, but I actually don't get to read that much for my job, so I actually follow our staff as much as I recommend the public do. So we always have amazing book recommendations. Right now it's the end of the year and we're about to have our best books list released today. And so these are the best books that our staff enjoyed in 2024. And it's a great way to look back and see what our staff loved this year. And they're such voracious readers. They're exposed to literature all the time. We're so lucky to have a lot of professional journals we can read that give book recommendations. We get advanced reader copies. It's one of the perks of the job.
There you go.
So, I'm always looking to our staff to say, what are you reading? What are you interested in? What's going to be coming out? And this is their best books time. It's super exciting, and they have some great recommendations.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see that list come out. So we want to start with your favorite reads from 2024, starting with fiction. 0 stars, do not recommend. Tell me about this one.
So I'm going to give this more than 0 stars for sure.
I was going to say, at first I was like, is this what?
Yeah. I love the title. I love the irreverency of this book. It's the first line in the book is that Dan Foster was halfway through his 5th Miller Lite when the sun exploded. So this kind of sets the tone for the entire book. So Dan Foster is sort of not living up to his full potential and goes on this vacation with his girlfriend Mara, thinks this is going to change everything, it's going to make it better. And so he's in this amazing tropical resort in the Bahamas when the sun explodes and the apocalypse happens. And of course, immediately all of these power plays start to happen on the resort. People with the elite status start to hoard resources. And Dan sort of emerges as this unlikely hero who, is kind of this every guy, average achiever. And he kind of gives this vision of hope. But then a plane is discovered. And the question is, does he leave with his girlfriend Mara? Does he stay, be a hero in this resort, or what happens? So it's a little bit deeper beach read. So it's fun, but it's also deep and intellectual and thoughtful.
Okay, next up, Sharks Don't Sink, nonfiction.
So this book, I feel like, is a must-read for anyone who's interested in the ocean or biology, or really just interested in, non-traditional career paths as well.
Yeah.
So this is the story of Jasmine Graham, who wrote the book, and her journey as a marine biologist, a shark scientist. She is a young girl who loves the ocean. She grows up fishing. Then she gets into graduate school and she's studying sharks, which is her true love. And it's really a struggle for her. She doesn't see many women who look like her. She's young, she's black and female, and there's not a lot of other scientists out there who look like her in academia. And in fact, at one point in time, she's asked to turn over the research she's been doing to a white male colleague. And she becomes really disillusioned. And so she leaves academia and goes to become an independent researcher, and through some connections ends up forming her own organization called Minorities in Shark Sciences. So this is a great book about sort of the misunderstood lives of sharks, and also women and minorities and black women in particular in fields where they're not often represented. And it's super readable. Don't be afraid of it if you're afraid of nonfiction. It's super engaging.
Okay, I love it. Adding it to the list. Young adult next, Looking for Smoke. What's this one?
So this is a great thriller mystery. I actually think this is one I'm going to read with my daughter, who is 14. It's for 13 and up, and it takes place on a Blackfoot reservation. And the author who wrote it is actually part of the Blackfeet Nation. So it has this real authentic experience, lived experience in it. A group of young teens, one of their friends goes missing, and then a little later, one of their friends is murdered. And it really shines a light on an epidemic that not a lot of people might know about, which is missing and murdered Indigenous women, which they're more likely to be murdered or experience violence
Oh my
than
gosh.
women in any other culture. So it's a really important conversation to have.
Definitely.
But also, it's a great thriller. It's really well written. It's engaging. I couldn't put it down. Multiple perspectives. Highly recommend.
Thriller. Okay, we have time for one more, so I want to
right.
get to our children's one. I'm Sorry You Got Mad.
I'm Sorry You Got Mad is about a young boy who wants to write, or has to write, an apology note to a classmate for something he did, and he really struggles with it. And it resonated with me because children, teens, adults, we all struggle with the right way to say, I'm sorry,
Yes.
and to have it be meaningful. And his teacher teaches him 3 things that you have to include in every apology. I won't give it away, but it's a great book for working with kids on young children on how to say, I'm sorry, and to make it better, and to be honest about it, and not just say, I'm sorry you got mad at what I did, right? So it's adorable and a must read for all ages.
Oh, it is a must read for all ages.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
I
for
love
having
hearing
me.
all about your best picks.